My name is Anirudh Sachin Bajaj and I am your teacher at Bajaj Classes. So today this is our 10th lecture on the history, second chapter, that is nationalism in India. So today's our topic is non-cooperation movement in countryside. So in the previous video, 9th lecture, we saw about the non-cooperation movement in towns. Now we will show about non-cooperation movement in countryside. What is countryside? Countryside means villages. So in countryside we will learn about two places, which is Awadh and Andhra Pradesh. So first of all we will learn about Awadh. Now what happened in Awadh? What is the main issue in the Awadh by which non-cooperation movement is led? So in Awadh, peasants were led by Baba Ramchandra. So actually there is a situation that nationally all non-cooperation movement was led by Mahatma Gandhi, but state-wise or country-wise or villages-wise there are some other leaders. So in Awadh the leader was Baba Ramchandra, and basically this was a fight against landlords, and the peasants are with Baba Ramchandra. But now we will learn about who is Baba Ramchandra and from where he is. Baba Ramchandra was a sannyasi who had earlier known to Fiji as an indentured laborer. So actually Baba Ramchandra was an Indian, a sannyasi, but what happens at that time, Fiji, you know about Fiji in the nationalism in Europe in 9th class, you learn about Fiji. So in Fiji, people are taking Indians in Fiji for farming or agriculture. So for that Baba Ramchandra had gone there, and from there he came to India and was leading the peasants in non-cooperation movement in countryside. Now movement was against landlords for high rent and other cesses. So this movement, this non-cooperation movement in countryside was actually against the landlords. Landlords means the landowners who are giving job to small peasants. So against them we have a non-cooperation movement for high rent and other cesses. For high rent, the main reason was that they are giving their land for living such a small peasant, and there was no security of that land, and also taking high rent, and other cesses means some other reasons are also there. So peasants in Awadh had to do beggar and work at landlord's farm without any payment. So what is beggar? Beggar means someone taking his work, means if I am giving some work and if I am giving someone work without any payment, that means beggar. Beggar can be any type of work, means making road, making houses, making farming. So these all contains beggar. So beggar and work at landlord's farm without any payment. Now as tenants they have no security of tenure. So it means that I am living in a house with rent. Now if the house owner at any time can kick me out of the house, then there will be no security of tenure. Tenure means the rent means I am paying the rent, but I cannot live in it for a long time. So that is called tenure. Now at that time tenants means small pieces don't have the security of tenure. So by doing non-cooperation movement, peasants demanded reduction of revenue, abolition of beggar, social boycott of oppressive landlords. So they are mainly demanding three things: that reduction of revenue. First of all, you have to reduce the revenue which you are taking. Means I am a small farmer, you are a big farmer. Then I am taking a small amount of money or a big amount of money for farming in my own field. That is called the revenue. So after it, you are taking it back up with a big interest. So that is the revenue. We have to reduce the revenue. Now abolition of beggar. Beggar we have read about this in this section. That beggar had to end. Now social boycott of oppressive landlords. So landlords who are not giving the security of tenure had to stop. We have to give out good security. Now guys, now we will learn about non-cooperation movement in Andhra Pradesh. So we saw that the countryside is two parts, Awadh and Andhra Pradesh. Awadh we have done. Now we will learn Andhra Pradesh. So I also told you that Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhiji is a national leader, and in every state or in every village there is a unique leader. So in Andhra Pradesh. Now we will not talking about the whole Andhra Pradesh. It is a state, but we are talking about the Gudem Hills. So we are saying it a countryside, but you can also say it a tribal movement, or you can say it as countryside movement also. But now we will say it as countryside movement. Now we will talking about Gudem Hills of Andhra Pradesh. So what happened here? The government here closed large forest areas, preventing people entering the forest to graze their cattle or to collect firewood and food. This enraged people. So what happened here? In the Gudem Hills, you can say tribal because the people are living in hills. It only means that they are tribal people. So they are tribal people, and they are living in the forest. So basically it means that they are not going to take the necessary things from the cities or from the villages. They are only taking it from the forest. But at that time the colonial government or the forest government had banned them to enter the forest areas, closed large forest areas, means which is rare in means you can say that in fuel woods or fruits, which is a large quantity of minerals or something extra which they don't want to give to the tribal people. So the government are preventing people entering the forest. So what are the necessary things the tribal people have to come to forest and do? So these are to graze their cattle. Cattle means their cows, buffaloes, sheep, and etc. So these all they have to graze their cattle, and now or to collect firewood and food. Now what is fuel wood? Fuel wood means something which is which can be converted into energy, kinetic energy, and something else. And food can be any type, fruits, etc. Now this enrages people, means people now get angry about these things, that they are living in forest but they cannot obtain the forest good things, food or fuel wood, or can't graze their cattle by the grasses. Now these things had not only affected their livelihood, but they felt that their traditional rights were being denied. So by these things their livelihood was not only affected. Livelihood means the items or the things which are necessary for our life sustainability. So this is livelihood, but they felt that their traditional rights. So what are the traditional rights? The rights which are given by the birth of a child. So that are the traditional rights. So that are also denied by the government. So they felt that this was. Now the government, one more reason for the angerness of the people, tribal people that time, the government forcing them to beg for road building, and the hill people revolted. In the Awadh, we read about beggar giving someone work without any payment. That was called beggar. So what is for beggar now? For road building. So this is for the beggar, for road building. So the government are taking tribal people for making roads without any payment. So that is called road building. And now for this the hill people revolted. Means the tribal people are angry and they revolt, and they start the movement and revolted. Now we got our leader. You can say this a local leader. Local leader means the leader of that state or that area. So that was the leader, Alu Sitaraman. So he was the leader at that time, Alu Sitaraman. Here Raju also. Here Raju. His full name is Alu Sitaraman Raju. So okay. Now Alu Sitaraman Raju was the person who came to lead them. He also claimed that he had some special powers. So he was interesting person. He's actually Alu Sitaraman Raju was also a follower of Mahatma Gandhi. So he followed Mahatma Gandhi. He says that I am a follower of Mahatma Gandhi, but I am not agree with the Satyagraha movement, because if we want Swaraj in our India, then we have to use violence. Without violence, we cannot get Swaraj. So whenever Alu Sitaraman do anything, he gets violent. So Alu Sitaraman, and he also claims that he had some special powers. What are the powers? Correct astrological prediction, that he can any astrological prediction he can do, and that was correct. We don't know that it was correct or not, or so-called correct, but it was correct at that time. Heal people, he can means any person who get injury, he can heal them by his magical powers. Even survive bullet shots. If he get a bullet shots, if anyone fired against him, then he will also survive against them. He has so much capability. He is saying that, but we don't know if it is so called. Now, this is the introduction of this Alu Sitaraman Raju. Now, the Gudem rebels attacked police stations, attempted to kill British officials, and carried on guerrilla warfare for achieving Swaraj. Now, I said that Alu Sitaraman was a violent person. If he do anything, he will do only violence. So he had attacked police stations. He had killed many British officials also, and tried also, and he carried on guerrilla warfare for achieving Swaraj. So Swaraj is the main motivation of the people, and achievement also that they have to capture. So for achieving Swaraj, they have started guerrilla warfare. So what is this guerrilla warfare? It is a type of war when means army of British, not that much big army, means 10 or 15 people are going through the forest. In Andhra Pradesh, Gudem Hills, we are talking about forest only, not the cities or the roads. We are only talking about forest. So in forest there are trees. That's why it is called forest. So when 10-15, we are only discussing about it guerrilla warfare. When 10 to 15 people are moving along the forest, then what is the guerrilla warfare technique? That the rebels, Gudem rebels, they are called Gudem rebels, who is following Alu Sitaraman Raju. So because we are talking about Gudem Hills, so they are called Gudem rebels. So the Gudem rebels climb on the trees and attack from the back side of this army people. Britishers, they attack back side. So this is called guerrilla warfare, because whenever you see a gorilla, he will only attack you from the back side, not from the front side. If you are smaller, means he will only attack the animals from the back side. Now, he is only making violence in the hills for taking Swaraj or achieving Swaraj. Now what happened? Raju was captured and executed in 1924. So this is important, you have to mark it. So Raju was captured. Now Raju's story was end. Now Raju was captured and executed in 1924. In 1924, Britishers have captured Raju and executed him. Executed him means provided him to the death. So this is called execution. So and after 1924, he became a folk hero. Folk hero because in folk tales, you listen about folk tales. Folk tales always talk about the imaginary things. So Raju also was a imaginary, not imaginary, he was a real hero, but he was talking so much things that he has correct astrological prediction, heal people, even survive bullet shot. So these are the imaginary things. Now we will revise it again. Andhra Pradesh, we are talking about Gudem Hills. Now the government has closed large forest areas, preventing people entering the forest to graze their cattle or to collect fuel foods and food. This hinders people. Now these things have not only affected their livelihood, but they felt that their traditional rights are being denied. Now the government forcing them to beggar for road building, and the hill people revolted. Now Alu Sitaraman was the person who came to lead them. He also claimed that he had some special power, correct astrological prediction, heal people, even survive bullet shots. Now the Gudem rebels, we have talked about it. Gudem rebels are the people of the Gudem hills who are doing together work for achieving Swaraj with Alu Sitaraman Raju, are called Gudem rebels. Attacked police stations, attempted to kill British officers, and carried on guerrilla warfare for achieving Swaraj. Now Raju was captured and executed in 1924, and he became a folk hero. So this is all in this lecture. We have studied about countryside also in the 11th lecture. In the next video, we will learn about the plantation in Assam. It was an unsuccessful non-cooperation movement. In the next video, we will learn about it. So this is all in this lecture, 10th lecture. So thank you. Please like, share, subscribe and comment.